wondered what it's like to live in a place where roads are a luxury and the internet is a new discovery. I kid you not, we got our internet last year and the roads to the village the March of 2024. Before that, I used to trek about 2 hours just to reach a motorable road. I know it sounds so crazy in this day and age, but I'm so thankful that the roads have finally made it to the village. Otherwise, date rides with my husband would mean him trying to maneuver the rocky parts and me walking behind him. Nestled in the serene hills of Meghalaya, I come from a very remote village called Upper Rangsa. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me here today. My name is Nambie Marak, the first runner-up of MasterChef India Season 8. I'm a farmer, entrepreneur, and a co-founder of a school for tribal children. I know most of you here know me from MasterChef, so let's talk my love language, food. Let's talk about the incredible Indian cuisine, the kind of cuisine that gets your mouth watering just by thinking of it. Butter chicken, chicken tikka masala, biryani. These dishes are so famous worldwide that you can almost hear them being ordered from every corner of the globe. But here's the twist. Have you heard of Dot Ne Young, Kappa, Sakangata, bamboo shoots, and kang soy? These dishes are Indian too, just like me. I might not have the traditional Indian look that pops up into your head, but guess what? I am as Indian as they come. So let me ask you a million-rupee question. Why should Indian cuisine be only known for butter chicken, chicken tikka? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good chicken tikka, like every next person sitting here. But I think it's high time that northeastern Indian cuisine deserves a spot in the limelight too, yeah? So let's make some noise for the unsung heroes of Indian cuisine. Now let me take you on a culinary journey to a place I call home. I am from Meghalaya. Meghalaya is blessed with fertile land, abundant rain, and sunshine that graces us throughout the year. That creates a space for unique fruits and vegetables that the rest of the country has not yet seen. I wish I could have brought some for you to taste, to touch, to feel. The experience would have been unforgettable. There is something unique and special about the flavors of Meghalaya. It's pure, unpretentious, and so connected to the land. We don't have any show-off of masalas or overwhelming spices. Instead, we let the ingredients speak for themselves. Take, for instance, the soplang. It's a unique tuber found in Meghalaya. It can be eaten as it is. It's crunchy, it's sweet, and you can also just have it with a little drizzle of mustard oil. Turumbai, or the fermented soybean. They say that the smell of it might kill you, but the taste of it will bring you back to life. It's packed with protein and so much flavor. Then you have the dry fish. I mean, there's so much to talk about northeastern cuisine. And if I go on talking about Garo cuisine, they're so vast. So our food might come off as bland to you, to those who are used to fiery flavors. But believe me, it's nothing but bland. Every bite has a story, stories that have been passed on from generations. One of the proudest moments that I have experienced in my life was to be able to showcase the cuisine of Meghalaya in a platform like MasterChef, where I put our food on the map for the rest of the world to see. But my journey did not stop there. I had a greater responsibility of documenting Northeastern food, culture, and everything nice. There is so much richness in diversity for the world to see, to touch, and to be loved by everyone, and taste it, not to forget. So I urge you all, just once, let the taste of Northeast dance in your taste buds, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Food and culture are inseparable from one another. You cannot understand one without the other. So let me talk to you about the people of the land that I come from. Meghalaya has 3 tribes: the Garos, the Khasis, and the Jaintias. And in Meghalaya, we follow the matrilineal system of lineage, where the inheritance and the family name is passed down through a female line. Now, this is a very interesting concept and a sharp contrast to the patriarchal norm that we follow in the rest of India. So let me tell you the most interesting part. After marriage, men move into the homes of their wives, a practice known as matrilocality. Men, I see a lot of men worried. Don't worry, it's not partial towards the women folk. Despite the women taking prominence in inheritance and family name, all the leadership roles are taken over by men. So that's when my South Indian husband came all the way from South India to move into the village with me. Never would he have imagined in his wildest dreams that he would settle in a place where basic things like electricity would be a luxury. How did I meet my husband, you must be wondering. So how did this small, petite girl from a remote village like Meghalaya, how did I end up marrying someone all the way from South India? Well, we met in college, and within the first few months, we fell in love, and as they say, the rest is history. Chennai, my Chennai chapter, where do I even begin with this place? It has become my second home, or more accurately, my sasural. The city was quite overwhelming at first, but as the days turned into months and months into years, the city began to grow on me. At first, I was just a girl from Meghalaya trying to explore the vast landscapes of South India, but slowly I began to see beauty in Chennai's unique charm, vibrant culture, and the heartwarming people. This city did not just teach me to adapt, it helped me find myself in ways I never expected. Chennai became the place where I discovered the power of my voice, the strength of my convictions, and the importance of staying true to one's roots. The city spirits taught me to be more open, assertive, and committed to social change. And most importantly, the importance of how embracing one's culture can be a source of strength and identity. 10 years flew by like a breeze in Chennai. It was this city that I truly discovered who I truly am in ways I have never anticipated. My journey as a food blogger eventually led me to the sets of MasterChef, which again began in Chennai. After the excitement of the new city wore off and I got tired of the masala dosas and the biryanis, I started longing for home food. And I researched online for Northeastern recipes, and whatever was available online at that time was in the vernacular language. So I saw an opportunity there, and I started off with my YouTube channel. It's called Eat Your Kappa. It's a small YouTube channel that I started off to document the recipes that I really love. And little did I know that this channel would grow so big that it would create a platform where I would address issues like stereotyping of Northeastern food and culture and the xenophobia of lesser-known cultures. I also got a lot of media attention, which again eventually led me to the sets of MasterChef, and they asked me to audition. And I seized the opportunity there again, and I said, why not? Let's do this. And I took the cuisine of Meghalaya to the judges, and they loved it. And just like that, I made it to the finals of MasterChef India. MasterChef journey was an exhilarating experience. I made friends for a lifetime, not just the contestants, but the crew members as well. Um, Although it was very exciting, it was also very stressful. I was so stressed that I would wake up in the morning just thinking, oh my God, what the challenge is going to be today. At one point of time, I was so stressed, I couldn't feel my left arms anymore. So I had to drink Neurobion tablets just to get through it. One of the most memorable experiences in MasterChef was when the Marco Pierre White had come to the sets of MasterChef. And let me remind you who Marco Pierre White is. Marco Pierre White is the only person who has made Gordon Ramsay cry. Yeah, and guess what? I was safe, I had my immunity, and I didn't have to cook that day. And all I wanted to do was get down from the gantry and go cook for Marco Pierre White. There was a historic moment that was being created in MasterChef that day, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I gave up my immunity, went downstairs, and cooked for Marco Pierre White. He looked at me and said, and these words will linger on me forever. He said, "Luck favors the brave." And it was so totally worth it. Luck did favor the brave, and I nailed my performances that day. My journey in MasterChef also led me to the recognition by the government of Meghalaya as the cultural and culinary ambassador. Okay, my MasterChef might have given me a certain amount of fame, but my journey extended far beyond that moment I shared in 2023. My husband and I embarked on a journey that was that was going to change our lives and the lives of many others. We adopted a defunct school in a remote village of Meghalaya. At that time, 19 students were enrolled, and the village panchayats, the headman, and all the important people of the village had come and requested my husband and I if we could take over the school. And we said, why not? And it's been an amazing journey since. The first year, we enrolled 65 tribal kids. After that, the year after that, 85 children. And one of the major reasons why we took on the school as a challenge was because our daughter Avira needed a place to study. And one of the most fondest, profound memory that has driven my purpose was the moment that I shared with my daughter. So there was one day when we were walking to school and she seemed really upset. So I asked her, what is wrong? And then she said, Mama, I don't want to go to a school that is made of sticks because the big bad wolf can easily blow it away. That moment there shook me. It made me sad and motivated at the same time. Sad because when you're able to send your child to a better school that is better equipped, you're sending your child to a school that has lesser facilities, and you have this guilt that you are denying her the things that the city school has to offer. But I was motivated. I know it's strange, but I was also motivated because I knew I had to make the school better, not just for Veera, but for the other 90 children that were there. My husband and I have been tirelessly working to uplift the community. We did not stop at education. We also started a small-scale industry of pickling, where I teach these women in the village how to pickle, the art of pickling. And with the abundant produce that we have in the village, which otherwise would go to waste. This initiative not only empowered the women in the village, but it also instilled a sense of pride in them and ownership, and they were no longer just villagers, they were contributing to the village growth. However, despite our efforts in empowering the community, there was still this deep missing out of, the reach was not possible, especially in the remote areas of Meghalaya. The challenges were many. So that's when I decided to join a political party. There was a lot of controversy behind that, where a lot of my followers did not like it, but I needed the help of an organization to ensure that my purpose of empowering the last mile community is reached. Why should the schemes that were meant to uplift these areas not reach the areas because of the difficult i- location geographically. So my plan is to make sure that no matter what area you're from, no matter how remote, all of these privileges reach the village. My husband and I left everything that we had built in Chennai, and we had to start from scratch. Moved to a village where it was impossible, like basic things were a luxury. We gave up everything there. The sooner we realized that by empowering the villagers, we would in return get empowered. We started from dust, and we believe it's our destiny to empower the last mile community. So, in conclusion, my journey from a remote village of Meghalaya to being the first runner up of MasterChef India is a testament of the power of cultural pride, social responsibility, and perseverance. I stand here today not just as a chef, an entrepreneur, or an educator, but as a living example that no dreams are too big and no background is too humble. So I urge all of you present here to pursue your dreams relentlessly, to hold on to your roots, and to always uplift others with your stories. Let's together create a future where cultural diversity, social responsibility, and personal successes are celebrated as one. As I leave, as I close, I would want to leave you with this quote from Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it's done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for having me.